There is the bell.
Okay, so we're live now.
We are.
Hello from Hamburg, Marcel.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Yes, from
Okay,
Orlando here. It's been very wet here. We've had a lot of rain, but nevertheless, the temperature is nice. So
uh, well, we have higher temperatures, which feels pretty awkward since we're in end of January, and I would rather have real winter, which is hard to get these days,
right. Yeah. If
unfortunately.
That's right. If you have to dress with warm clothes, you might as well enjoy the winter, right?
Exactly, and have it all. But we still have the Baltic Sea that is keeping us warm here in the north. So
Right.
we don't have a lot of great chances of having winter anyway. But it's a little bit awkward when it's just green all over.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
Okay, so
Let us
we're
pull
here.
up the program. Yeah.
Exactly, we're here to really do something.
And
And I'm still very happy that we also can make people happy by what we're doing, and that there are people out there who are watching us and
right.
who are also getting some benefit. So, to all the people who are following us, thanks a lot for watching.
Exactly. That's such a reward to know that. And we talked about a special thank you to Mark Richardson because he told me in the gym the other day. He said, that lady you're with on the video. I watch all of them, and the thing is that the way she explains it, I can understand everything. I mean, he's not going to, I don't expect him to do marketing, but I know he's interested in video because he has been into sports and training people. So, yeah, maybe one day we could do something together with him. That would be
And
fun. But
And at least if we can inspire people that the digital way is the way of the future. And this is also what keeps me going. And I always think of myself, well, why do I keep going and keep going? Because I truly believe that this is the way of the future, that we will see a huge change. And I think we all have to change. Change just comes naturally. And I'd rather adapt to the change and learn.
mhm,
And I'm so inspired by what we can do together. And I'm enjoying what we do. And I'm even enjoying it more when we've got people out there who are really appreciating it.
exactly. Yeah, that's right. So yes, and I'm getting ready for some more runs. So I actually put on my shirt to
All right, I did
celebrate the
it.
yeah, my run Disney, which I did a few weeks ago,
Yeah,
uh,
amazing.
4 days in a row, and yeah, getting ready for some other stuff together with the family. Um, I know it's a big commitment, but it's so much fun to do this. Just wanted to say that for other people that have interest. So. And
No,
it's not hard when you just start. You just start doing something, and then it's taken us, the better half of 5 years to get to where we are. With some. It was in 2010 that we said, okay, let's go and do some more activity, and then we slowly got into the 5K runs, and now we're going for the big. Well, I'm going for the big stuff now. So yeah,
amazing, amazing. And as you see in this one here, it's as always in life, you've changed your habits, which is
yes,
actually what is the big deal about it. And I also think this applies not only to running, but this applies to your entire life.
exactly.
Where you are right now regarding finances, you'll never change your life until you change something you do daily. The secret of success is found in your daily routine. Exactly, John Maxwell, he says it all.
Yeah, it could say Simona under there because you're doing such a good job, and I'm still at the point of doing a lot of different things, but gradually getting into that point of creating value daily basis. Yeah.
Exactly. That's amazing.
And for me, that's not only, writing, or for me also, I figure out things and then I have that value for others. Like today, I figured out how you can, and I will play around with that a little bit during your demo. Then I'll be able to show you something which I figured out, and that is how to take your phone. In this case, I have an iPhone, but how to take your phone and how to show the what's on your screen, to show that on the PC. And
amazing.
the reason is because I wanted for a long time to be able to tell and teach people about different apps and how to use them. And then I want to record them, but it's easier and better if you can do that when it shows on the screen of the PC, because then you can actually integrate that into a webinar, right?
Exactly. That's amazing.
Yeah. So let's open up our agenda here.
Yeah, because we've planned something already, and thank God technology is working thanks to my husband. And you would not imagine what you need, or I would not imagine what you all need when you're switching to Windows 10. So either you know it all yourself, or you have a good program, or you have a great husband, so that you have all the drivers uploaded.
Exactly.
This is something I have never thought about. So therefore, just my hint for everybody who is struggling with Windows 10, keep an eye on the drivers if there's something happening. And last week I was devastated, frustrated, tired.
Yeah.
But now it's working.
Exactly. And by now, Windows 10 has been out for quite a while. So by now, any programs that had not been updated for Windows 10 will probably have new improved drivers now. I can also check my my other laptop where with Windows 10 the camera was upside down, so I have to get the new driver and see if that's solved by now. So
okay,
I'm going to share my screen. There we go, and then we're going to tell our story. Okay, is it showing up? Yes, it's showing up. Okay, what is that? That is something I should be able to stop, but it's coming on. Oh, you didn't even see that, did you? No, it came on my screen. Okay, so we have our story talking about having faith, sticking to what you know is good, and thereby attracting the good. We're going to talk about that. Today we're going to have a demo about creating backlinks. In fact, we are doing kind of a replay or a partly replay of a webinar that we had planned a week ago, but then we had a number of things go wrong. That is why Simone was explaining about the Windows 10 correction.
Disaster.
Yeah, disaster and correction. So let's move into this. Okay, so we are now here at How to Create Backlinks, webinar number 11, and you'll be able to go back and see all the things that we've done so far and what we have ahead of us. So we have, I'm not going to spend no time on this because you can look it up, and probably if you've been following our course, you'll be able to, you will have seen all of this anyway. So, but it's just to see where we are in the total process of our step by step. Then today, okay, take out your notes, turn them into action items. Even if it's only one or two, it's better than writing down nothing or writing down a lot and not being able to do anything with them. So make yourself, set yourself one goal and say, okay, today I'm going to do one thing and write it down, but then also do it. Okay, we've gone through that here. We're going to move quickly on to the demo of today. But before that, we are going to show you what Wallace D. Wattles, I think it was in 1938 or something, long time ago. His material is in the open source area now. Anybody can take it, and we have available for you, you just ask us, we have available for you the information of a great book by his. And one of the passages of that book is repeated over and over again, and I'm going to read it to you. It says, "There is a thinking stuff from which all things are made, and which, in its original state, it permeates, penetrates, and fills the interspaces of the universe. A thought in this substance produces the thing that is imaged by the thought. A person can form things in his or her thought, and by impressing his or her thought upon formless substance, can cause the thing he thinks, she thinks about to be created." So what do you make of that, Simone?
Well, to me, it's like thinking is the beginning of it all. And this also means that when you want to become successful, you have to observe your thinking as well, so that you know that what you are thinking is something that is positive, that is moving you forward. And whatever you think about, you can achieve. This is also what Napoleon Hill more or less said. And I think this is so great that you know you can get what you want when you are thinking the right things, and you don't have to beat yourself up, because what you are doing is great and you can think about it, and this is just amazing as well.
I think your cat agrees.
I think the cat agrees as well. So
Good job, good
he
job.
just came in. It's like, well.
Okay, let's move on. Okay, so we always show this picture here. That is to show the overall roadmap of all the different parts that are involved. And as I said, you'll find a separate link to the video that explains all of this. Let's move on. So Simone, you said, yeah, last time we used a program, which is a great program, but it had a price to it. And
yeah,
we agreed between us that for no hype internet marketing, we should base ourselves on a budget which is achievable for anybody. So
exactly.
That's why you have a better solution today to show us.
Yes, and I will just take over as well. So I'll just share my screen.
Right.
Because I prepared something as well. So, okay. Just real quick on the importance of backlinks. And well, as we've said, here's just something that I found very helpful as well. It's the socialmediahead.com. I found that site, and he has very, very good stuff. So go ahead and read through it. And what I wanted to say is backlinks are more or less one currency in the internet. Before Google has made those updates, it was just who has the most backlinks is going to rank the highest. So, and backlinks right now is something that it's important to get. And here are some sites where you can get backlinks, and who also have those do follow backlinks. That means whenever there's a spider crawling that site and finding a link to your site, it's definitely going to link or going to go further on to your site. So that's what you're looking for, the do follow websites. By the way, Google is very strict and rigid, so just be very careful when you do something to a backlink creation, very, very carefully, so that you just do it bit by bit for every page that you're having. And so here you find some ideas where you can get your backlinks to. So that's a great list. And actually they also give, it's Barry Pelzer who has shared this knowledge. And that's why I so much appreciate about the internet is that you can always, always, always find great information. And this is just a very interesting, compelling list to me where you can actually create backlinks. So,
okay.
and then...
Can you do me a favor, and can you pick up that link that you have there on that page, the social media, and then put it in the chat. I don't know if you can find the chat here of the webinar.
Yeah, I will. Do you still see my screen?
Yep.
All right. Okay. So now, okay, here's the chat. I will put that down there.
Yay.
Okay, and that should have worked out.
Yeah.
So this is really a great site. Thanks a lot to the owner of the site. I enjoy it very much, what he does, and he's very thorough. And well, when you do great work, that has also be appreciated, and I definitely enjoy this.
Right.
What he's doing. So, and now, this is something. How do I come to this topic? Well, I found out that from my side, I'm not ranking where I wanted to rank. But right now, I think I found the key, and this is backlinks. So therefore, what did I do? I just searched everywhere about the backlinks. And the first thing you should always take a look at is the Google Search Console, which was former the Google Webmaster Tool. Okay. So that means you can find the backlinks there as well, links to your websites. Of course, this is in German, but this is also something where when I say, well, when Google is not finding it, who else should? So you can tell here who is creating the most links. Can
you make it a little bigger if you use the control and the control and then the plus key? Control and the plus.
Control and the plus.
Hold the control down and then hit the plus.
Yeah. Wait a minute. There.
Yeah, you can do it there too if you want. Same thing.
Yeah, this is easier because our control is not your control.
Oh, and it's the bottom left key.
Yeah, the bottom left key is a string, strg in German. Sometimes the keyboard is different.
But you did it. Good.
Yeah, but I think it's better to read, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. So this is actually where you can find who has already linked to your site.
Yeah.
Where you have already placed something. So Stadtbranchenbuch Hamburg, and I have Dirk Kirchner, I have Dennis Koray, I have a lot of people in there who are also in the same niche, and it always makes a lot of sense when you want to create backlinks and have created, for example, a great blog post, that you search for who else is ranking for this blog post or for this topic, for the keyword that you're focusing on the blog post. And then you go to the Google, type in the keyword, and then you find what Google is putting out. And then you take a look where are also blogs where they have a similar content. And of course, the content that you have created is better because this is what you want to do. You always want to add value and get more things together. And then you can comment on the other blog post, add also some value because you have done the research, you know a little bit more. And with your comment, you can add your link to the site. So this way you have created a backlink. So that's kind of the idea behind it. And and in order to check this, there are quite a lot of tools that you could use. And I have found also that there are also a lot of German speaking tools around, and some of them are free. This one here, for example, is free when it works because, no, I didn't work. Okay, the problem is always in front of the computer most of the time. So he's bothering us a little bit with advertising, but however, this is his right, I would say. And here I could see as well, there are my backlinks. Okay. And that's what he's telling me. It's like, where's the source? Do I have like 6, 5, 4, 14, 17, whatsoever? So this is something that is interesting. And I was just checking for my site, but what would happen if I'm checking that for somebody else, for example? Okay. Because then you can check out, for example, this mlm18.de. You can check out your competitors. Where did they get their backlinks from? Because you can this way check out why are they ranking higher than you are? What have they done? And then you can try to find a way to get the same backlinks or even better backlinks. And that's where, as you could see here, those are the backlinks that this site has had. And you can see there are not that many, so I've got more. Okay. And it's also René Hillermann's WordPress blog. It's also something in the same niche. Heiko Häusler, so it's also online marketing, network marketing. So it also makes quite a lot of sense. Herbalife is also a big MLM company. Strukturvertrieben, it's also direct sales. How to create landing pages is also something that might be interesting. So, and it's also saying, okay, what is the Google PageRank? What is the Alexa PageRank? So this is kind of something free, German, and easy to use. And I can see here you can even switch the language.
Yeah, I can see.
So it's easy, it's simple. It might not give you everything that you want, but at least it's a start, and it's a quick way to just find out, okay, what is my competition doing?
Right.
Okay, so next one, it's the backlinking tool. It's also a backlink checker. Oh, my cat. My cat is meowing. Probably he has some appointments tonight.
If you want, put the link in the chat also then.
Yeah, I might just the backlink tool, put the link in that chat. Here is it. Okay, here, this one. All right, you've got the backlink test in there as well. Okay, it's analyzing this, and it's having like 200. Okay, here's another tool, and of course, it's always there right during the waiting time that you're waiting, offering you something else that you might test.
Right.
And I got to a point where I say it's absolutely necessary to have tools that are supporting you. And so here's what I really liked is like the idea of, okay, well, this is the backlinks that I'm having. They say I've got 389 backlinks from 38 domains, from 43 IP addresses, 360 text links for links of a picture, 249 do follow, 71 no follow. Do follow are the good ones, the ones that are more important. No follow are the ones where, in fact, you tell the robot, okay, just this is a backlink, but stop looking.
Stop.
Yeah. So, and here also it's interesting. He's also saying, okay, I visited, for example, Neil Patel, amazing blogger. You can learn tons and tons and tons of stuff from him. And so I got some links from him. I visited that page. It's Affenblog, which is great because they are doing some information on how to do blogging in German.
Yeah.
So MLM 18 again. So as you could see here, you can tell as well where I have been busy, where I have been working. What kind of link do I have? Is it a no follow, a do follow link? And where I have worked a little bit to put my link out.
Okay, per page or?
This is for my, I did it for my entire domain.
Yeah.
And then you could also see when I want to search for one specific page, I can do it as well.
Okay.
And for example, I have here just did a download of my sitemap of my blog to an Excel sheet.
Yes.
So that means I have all the links to all the pages that I have written, even if it's a contact page, a thank you page, whatsoever, so that I can now, bit by bit, take every link and insert it into some kind of other.
Yeah, to make sure that every page is pointed to.
Right, exactly. So I'm kind of a structured person. I think I'd rather just say, well, okay, I've got one link, one Excel, and just go through it one by one by one by one. Of course, it's work, and I'm doing quite a lot of manual work, but I don't have to do it all in one day. It's
No.
better when you just let Google see that you're building backlinks naturally bit by bit.
Amazing.
So
Okay,
that reduces the risk.
So how did you get the sitemap? Because that question will come. How did you export that? Do you have a tool for that, or?
I think. Well, this is, by the way, the new Empower Network back office.
Yeah.
And what did I do? I think I went to the dash. I think I did. So here's the post that I'm writing right now. So I used the research I did for tonight also to do a post. So whenever you're searching for the links, they will also be there on the blog post of tonight. I'm about to hit the submit button.
Yeah.
So that, and I think Google makes a great job in translating it.
Okay.
As well. So when you're, it's written in German, but nevertheless, you can definitely get the translation.
Get a good idea of what it's about when you use the automatic translation. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a good. It's an automatic translation. Some things are just a little bit awkward, but at least you get the idea behind it. So I'll just save the draft.
Yeah.
So okay. And but that's the great thing about it. And where do I find that? It's probably domain mapping.
Right.
So I think I found it somewhere here. This is just the domain mapping. Oh, this is like where I have I have my domain with my own name. I mapped it to it. So it's not in here. Maybe it's under plugins and applications, or it's under SEO. It must be somewhere here in the SEO settings. Maybe you must have it somewhere. Okay, so this is the Facebook share settings, share description. We'll have to work on that. Here's the sitemap. Here we are. Okay, so that's, for example, this is the URL.
Yes.
That you have of your sitemap.
I
can do string C, and I'm now hopefully opening a new tab and just insert it.
Yeah.
And there it is, as you can see here. And this just looks horrible. But the good thing is, it's not so difficult. I just leave it like, I just take
yeah. You can.
Couple of pages. You can just take it as you want to.
Yeah.
String C and add. Go to Excel, enter it, and as you can see, it's just working like that. And then it's just a matter of sorting.
Sorting and taking out the empty rows. Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah. And probably to select everything, you can probably do like something like right mouse and then select all. Or the Control plus the A key and then you have everything in one go, right?
Exactly, and then I can delete the lines that I don't need anymore, and here I have it all.
Perfect.
So that's pretty easy, and as you can see, I have written quite a lot.
Yeah.
But
and those people, yeah, those people that don't have Excel, you can also use Open Office, which you can download, OpenOffice, I think .org or something. But also you can use the documents editor in Google Docs. So in your Google Drive, you can then do new, the red button, new, and then you create a new oh, sorry, not the document. It's actually the spreadsheet. So it's a Google Sheet. Yeah, the green one. And you can do exactly the same thing as this, but then without having to, you don't have to buy Office or anything.
No, and this one here isn't even Excel, it's called Plan Maker, and it's also a free version. So we're not even using Excel. I'm just saying that as a term for
common name for spreadsheet. Yeah.
For a spreadsheet. It's sometimes, I think in the US it's also like that, but sometimes you have just a brand name for something, like when you want to make a copy, you Xerox.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, okay, good. So you've explained that. And
Yeah.
at which point do you do this, or this is just an ongoing thing to make sure? Actually, you would do this at the start, right? So that you have a list of all the pages that you want to link to.
Yes, and I think it will be easier if you just do it right away from the start.
Yeah.
I have written and written and written and written and didn't know why nobody is clicking on my pages.
Yeah.
And then I realized I have to tell Google that I'm there.
Yeah.
So I told Google, for example, since I'm having the Search Console open, this is something that I would always recommend.
Yeah.
That you also tell Google, well, come on, guys, I am here. So here you also see this site maps.
Yeah.
So kind of a site information, which I also had to find out.
Yes.
But I think it's very important, and it says here, add sitemap.
Okay.
So that's where you also get Google to say, well, okay, my dear friends, here is a map, or here's a list of everything that I have written so far.
Right.
And as you could see, well, maybe you could see this. Chronic statistics. No, chronic statistics, it's also telling me somewhere.
This says pages that have been crawled, that the crawler has been on to do it.
Yeah, and it also tells me, now this is what is sitemap, Google index status. That's where it says. Okay, as you could see here, for example, this is where we are right now, 497.
Okay.
And last year I bought a book about how to get on page one of Google. And in this book it says, well, you have to tell Google that you're there. You have to use this Google Webmaster tool, as it was previously named. And that time I was always like at 25, 29, sometimes even 50. But in fact, it was just nothing. But I've had already at that point in time written so many pages. And I was not even indexed. I was like, well, this is just not right. And in fact, well, as I said, the program is in front of the computer. The problem is in front of the computer. And I found that out. And then you could see it's like, amazingly, Google found my pages.
Right.
And okay, we're at the point Google has found my pages. I know that if they don't know that I exist, they cannot present my content to the people that are watching.
Yeah.
And now they know that I'm existing. And now I'm at a point where I say, okay, good friends, I will go ahead and check out so that I have the right keywords and the backlinks so that my pages will be displayed to the people that want to find a solution to the problem that they are having. And I will offer them the solution to their problems. So at least it is something that is also worth taking a note. And I'm always checking that because I always want to know and want to find out where Google has had some issues and some problems with me.
I got you.
I would like to have to be on #1 in Google.
Yeah.
This should always be our aim. So therefore, it's as I could say, and I could see, bit by bit, I'm where I am found. I've got like structured data as well. And
what's that? Structured data.
Structured data means that you tell Google more about what is the article about, what is the content. And so this is kind of nice so that Google finds out where, it's like a data highlighter, finds out more information about your site.
Okay. Hey.
So this is pretty nice as well.
Yeah.
So you can do quite a lot of great things with it. It's to improve your visibility and to give Google everything that they need in order to rank you higher. So I think you should use every possibility there is.
Yeah.
And I've learned that, and I picked that up from a book. And so it's always great to find great resources, and I'm happy that I could share this.
Great. And
okay, so we were there.
I guess it also helps. It also helps you when creating your content to think of the things that will make your story more clear and more, more structured.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And now I can also go back again and say, well, okay, I have to do a different keyword research. I'm learning, and I just this is kind of the normal process. You just do it one way, but I'm taking the action, and I'm trying to figure out, is it working or is it not working? And if it's not working, I'm trying to find out, what do I have to adjust? And since I'm also busy working in somewhere else, it takes some time, and this is okay, but it's still fun, and it's still interesting when I think about what I have learned during the past time that I'm doing this.
It's amazing. Yes. Okay.
Okay, so here's the next one. It's called openlinkprofiler.org. I'll just take that link here and put it in the chat.
Right.
So that you've got that as well. Okay. Open link profiler. Here we are. So they say right now that I've got a total active backlinks of 1,752 and 688 links to my homepage. This one is an English page, an English supplier, and it's also showing me a list of the URLs, and it's also giving me an idea of no follow, that there is an attribute. No follow links are not necessarily bad. No follow links can be, well, are not that beneficial, but it's also good when you have your backlink creation in a kind of natural way. So when you think about, well, you are participating, you're bloggers, you're creating whatever, and sometimes you get follow links and sometimes you get no follow links. So, and here they are also showing what kind of links there are. So this is like a blog parade where I participated last weekend. I've written an extra blog post for them so that I can participate, so that people can find my content there, which is something where I say, well, I don't care that much for the link. It's also important, even if it's a no follow link sometimes, that when you are commenting on a blog, people are seeing what you're doing, and then they're curious. They are clicking on the link. It's not just for the search engines, but in fact, you're writing for the people. And when you have a great angle or a piece of content that is connected to what the other person is saying or what you're commenting on, then people would say, well, what is this kind of person? That's interesting what he or she writes. I just check this out. And you've got them on your own blog. So that's a kind of nice idea to get some traffic, which is also one great part of the game. Okay, next tool that I would like to, so it's quite a lot. And if you say, well, leave it that way, then just let me know. SEO Kicks is also a German one. So I was researching, and I was a little bit impressed what I was able to find. And this is by far not everything that I was able to find. So this, in fact, must also be something that people are actually searching for, because if there's a need for something, you also find people who are fulfilling that need.
Yeah.
And here you've got also the same problem. You just see, okay, those are the domains. And here they are sorting it according to the domain rank. Just to let you know again, here on that side, this page rank here, 9, 8, 7. So you want to have them as high as possible. domain rank 8 is pretty high. It's from Neil Patel. Of course, he's an absolutely blogging guru. He's just so amazing.
Yeah.
But Affenblog is also pretty high with 7. So it's Preisvergleich. I don't know why I did this, but probably because it's RSS. So I've collected quite some backlinks already. So
yeah. So just for the understanding, I understand the Neil Patel. You know, that's a guy that he's one of our mentors, gurus. But other sites, how do you decide that you want to go there, and then what do you do? Do you just place a comment with a link, or what do you do?
I just go there. For example, this one here, we can just take a look. Let's see. Oh, where is it? Oh, there it is. There it's opening. So this is a German page, and I found it, and I'm following that page, and he's quite a lot of comments, and he's also in northern Germany, in Bremerhaven. Actually, it's not so far away. Yeah. And what I think pretty nice is that he's writing good blog posts where I can learn quite a lot from. And so when I find something here, he's like saying, what do you have to do after you are writing a blog? So his content is for people who are blogging, which is in fact me as well, so I can learn from him. My content is for people who are blogging in their network marketing business. Okay. So therefore, it's something where I say, well, okay, it's working, and it's also kind of a mutual support that we're having. And when I'm looking at that, I'll just find something out, and he did quite a lot of great research. He's really working very well, and I think I must have, maybe I find my comment, I don't know. And I enjoyed that quite a lot, because he's also replying. This is okay. So right. Susanne, okay, that's not me. So I don't know. I don't find him right now, but I must be somewhere. So it's kind of 80 something comments, which is quite a lot. So of course, leave a comment on your page, on our page, and we're happy to get in contact, because I think then it's really something where each person has its value. So I don't see where I am, and I would just leave it like that. But you can give a comment, and he is replying, and this is something that I think it's pretty neat.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was this one. Now is a page that is actually an American one, Moz, M-O-Z, which is also a huge page. I have tried it out. No, I have tried it. Don't get into this Germish. And actually, it's pretty interesting, since well, it's a huge company behind it. That's what I have understood so far. He says, well, I'm having 457 total links, which is not that much. It's also, you're seeing the Affen blog as well. You see David Wood's blog. I did some comments every here and there, and but basically you don't see that much, because they're just giving some ideas of where the blogs are, the links are also placed, but they are not giving you more information. They want you to pay. So this is not something where I would say, well, you get a lot of benefit out of it for free. So it's possible, but it wouldn't be my favorite. It wouldn't be the one that I would go to first. Nevertheless, I just put them in the, oh, you've got them already.
Yeah, I found it, yeah.
Okay, good. Then the next one, which is also a great tool. Why do I have this one here? No, I don't want this. Zack. It's Majestic. And when I look it all up,
I'm not seeing the screen. I'm not seeing the screen refresh at this moment.
Okay, I I should
Could be
have.
on my side. Maybe you want to shut the ones that you've had and don't need
Probably
now.
don't need them anymore. That might be helpful, helpful, and helpful. So then we're not having that many. Can you see it right now? Is it working?
I'm gonna switch back and forth.
Okay.
See, the thing is, I don't know if it's at my end or if it's at your end.
Well, it says my screen is shared.
Yeah, why don't you? Yeah, but why don't you stop the screen share and start it again so that we're sure that it's actually.
Okay. Okay, I'm stopping. I'm stopping it. I'm doing it again. Full screen starting. Okay, then it says it should work. Can you see my screen now?
I'm waiting for it to show. Yes, it's coming. Yep, I can see it again.
Okay, great. So Majestic, what I appreciate here, I think it's a tool from the UK. So that means with a European perspective, they've got more languages than just German and English, which I think is nowadays quite of a great thing to do. And
especially for the business that we're in, it's very international. So you have to, have to be able to come with everything, including your tools, in as many languages as you can. Yeah.
And you have to make sure that you're also having the languages inside that you need. So this is also very important. So, and here it says, well, okay, this is my domain. I've got 2,585 backlinks. So I'm sharing that. And as you could see here, they can also tell you, okay, I've been quite busy during the last time. So they are saying, okay, when I was working and adding some more backlinks. So it's what is interesting to me, and what probably everybody else is finding out, they're all having different numbers. Everybody.
Yeah, funny.
So they're finding them or they're not finding them. I don't care. So it's.
Did you have to create, register, do a sign up on most of those, or?
On most of them, I had to do a sign up. Most of them, when you sign up here.
So maybe, I don't know how you do it, but maybe it's a tip for people to use a separate email address for this kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have my. I just have a separate email address here as well. So that's not the one that is my private, but just is more a business one.
Yeah,
so,
because if they do pass the information on to others, then the number of emails will grow and grow and grow over the years, and at some point it's so much you can't handle it anymore.
No, and you don't want to have them all over the place. So it's and here also they're telling okay, when was the index, where was it first seen, and when was it lost? For example, this Zielbar, they have kind of deleted my backlink. I don't know why, but they did. Building a brand online, so this is like deleted here as well. I don't know why. But this is also something where you could also go back and research. Plus, you could always research your competitors. So this is something where I think it's great. Majestic, what I liked was, well, the overview was interesting, but when I want to go into the details, they're always wanting me to pay. They always want me to pay. Everywhere it's like, schließen Sie ein Abonnement ab, just pay, give me the money. And then it's like starting from $39.99, and it's like, okay, no, I don't want this right now. It's a nice tool, but no, thanks. So I'll just, I think if you're starting, you don't need this. Or if you're starting and getting started the first times, you probably don't need that at all. So I'll just close this one here. This one is also an American tool, where you also have some more languages than just English. You've at least Spanish, German, French, Italian, Portuguese, and I think Russian. I don't like that.
You had two different ones, right? You had SEO
SEMrush.
and you had SEMrush. What was the other one? SEO ability. What did I see come by on the screen?
Yeah, it was this one here, SEO ability. I'm going to talk about that one later. So
Okay.
I want just because this SEO ability is now my favorite, and I will keep the best for last.
Good.
And this one here is just search for it in German. And I think here that might be working a lot better for the US. For the German market, I would say, well, it's interesting. It's one of the first one I used. Because it's also interesting when you look at your competitors. You see some kind of organic traffic. So as you could see, I'm also starting. Where are my organic positions? So this is something where you also want to know, okay, where am I right now on positions? And what are your competitors? What is their level? So this is also something that is interesting.
You mean you can see it as a comparison to yourself to others?
Yeah, no, but you can also, they're telling you exactly what are the people that have the same keyword and what are they ranking for.
Okay, yeah.
And who is ranking for the other keyword. So those are your competitors, in fact.
Yeah.
And referring domains, so what are the domains that are referring to your page? And here as well, it's like you just get a little bit of information also regarding the backlinks, but you don't get all the information that you would need. And so that's something where I would say, well, this is interesting, but they always want you to pay on this part here.
Right.
So, and they also give like, okay, what kind of countries are giving backlinks. So it's here from the US, from Germany most of the time. Of course, I have a German domain. Okay, so I'll just give that one here. And now my favorite, SEO ability, which is actually also a German site.
Did you want to give the link of that? And
yeah, okay. I give the link. Okay, I have my dashboard here. And I could also see where I'm having my problems. That's one thing that I think is interesting. And it's also possible having that in English. So I switch to English right now. And it's also telling me, okay, where are important errors and crawling details, where something is not working out, where they say my URL is too long. And this are where I have pages with technical problems. So where they say it's extremely important. And response time, I don't know what that means. Okay, so response time. So you get kind of an idea of what is important because they are building that after what the search engines are looking for.
Okay.
And so therefore, I think it's really great because this way you can just say, okay, right now, most important when I can do this, I just get in touch with the support desk at Empower Network and discuss how can I work on my duplicate page titles, where do I find it, how can I improve it? Because I want to become an expert and I want to have no duplicate page titles, I want to be great. Okay. And regarding structure, for example, not all pages what found contains links that should have been improved. So where you could say, okay, here's redirect, internal redirects that have been linked. Okay, so you could take a look at this one here. There's something that has to be fixed. And so that's something where I think, okay, they're giving you information. What is it? And how do you fix it? What are the problems? So that's something where I think is great to work on. You could say you're just taking one part and improving it. And then you just find out, okay, is it working? And I do all that without paying. And that's something where I say, well, this is really value for money to my part. When I also say, well, I get pages and pages and pages and pages, okay, you could see here you need an upgraded account, but before that, I've got so much things to do before I need an account. And when I see where are they coming from, about us, contact. So it's kind of nice, kind of interesting. And when I look for content, for example, I could also find, okay, they did crawl, what kind of problems did they have? What kind of keywords did they find?
Yeah.
And text quality. To have pages with only a few paragraphs, pages with little text. The keywords is not in the title. It's like here you've got a support tool that tells you exactly where you have to improve. Because when you're starting, you don't know that much. How do you do it exactly?
Yeah.
Because people are sometimes so, yeah, you have to do this, you have to do that, whatever.
Right.
But right now, this way, people are actually telling you exactly where you should do this. And so that's actually the greatest thing and the most important stuff, that you know what you have to do to improve.
Great.
That's what I think is amazing.
Yeah, it reminds me of the Yoast plugin that we talked about in one of the earlier webinars, where you would be told, given instructions on help. It's just it's great. Yeah.
Yeah, and this is something where I would say this is really the tool that I would like to spend some time with.
Yeah.
And it's not just keyword analysis. They can also do some SEO check, for example. And analyze the website. Is it SEO wise? Is it great? SEO stands for search engine optimization. So you know right now here, okay, where I'm good at meta information. I'm not good at link structure. I'm not good at external factors. And he lists the tasks, so it says very important. So what I like is they also tell me where is my priority.
Yeah.
If you're having so many things to do and you don't know where to start, I think it's great when you've got an external tool that is telling you, okay, this is it. This is where you have to focus on.
Gotcha.
And so that's something that is really amazing. And so you could actually see, okay, this is working, this is not working, the language is not defined, whatever. So that's something that is actually great.
Okay.
And this is where I would like to stop right now. I think we've seen quite a lot of tools.
Right.
Who are very handy.
I think it's amazing what you did, the research, and to show us all the different ones. And also, I think from that we could say you have a conclusion about which of those you would select, for which purpose, and then we could add that to our manual that we are creating, and for the next course, which is to actually say that we got a training going, whereby we focus on getting the best tools for the job.
Yeah, right. And I found out that with tools is a lot easier, and you need some tools sooner or later. And why not start with the tools? And when you focus on one thing, you have quite a lot to learn, and the tools are there to just help you running. It's like, well, when you need a stick to start walking, for example, and after a time when you've learned it, you can leave away the stick.
Right, exactly.
So I will now switch back and be live again here.
Yes, exactly.
And I hope that this was also very, very informative for everybody involved.
I think
So this
so.
is what I
It's
wanted to share.
very, very, very valuable. Thank you so much, Simona. Yeah. And as I said, you know, this is a great foundation to work on for people and for us ourselves also to work on the training that we are putting together. Yeah. Okay. So
Exactly.
I've put on the screen here the same John Maxwell quote. I don't know if you see it or if you have to click on my. Am I sharing my screen here or
You're
not?
sharing your screen. I'm
Right.
still seeing John Maxwell,
Good.
and I think he's just a great leader as well.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, he started his what's it called here? He started a group of people, which I thought that wow, that's be something. You know, if I wanted to go out and do be a speaker, go on stage and be a leader, then he would be a great example. Yeah. Okay. At this point, before moving forward, I was going to show you the tool which we have, and maybe because of time, we should after that we should kind of wrap up. But we can leave the other two things that we have: the book. Wallace D. Wattles and the other stuff, but I thought I'd just show you. So what I have in front of me, and maybe I should just show you by the camera. So I'm going to stop sharing that. And okay, so here, I don't see myself on screen. I see, yeah, I do see myself. Okay, so here is my phone. I believe it can also be done with an Android phone, but this is my iPhone. So what I've done is on the PC, I've actually installed a program called Reflector, and well, we'll give a link to that also, to Reflector. And it's a piece of software which makes it possible to mirror whatever's on your phone to your screen. So once you've installed the program, what you do is you go on your onto your settings here, and under settings there's a thing called AirPlay. You've got AirDrop and AirPlay. It's right in the settings screen there, and you press that, and then what happens is you see the network that you are on. In this case, the network is my Wi-Fi, and I can see on there the server name, which is, it's called Dutch Server 2, which is the name of the server on which the Reflector 2 program is running. So I just say yes, I'm going to show that, and then what comes up is a thing called mirroring. Do you see it? Mirroring. And what actually happens at that very moment is this. I'm going to bring it over to the screen that I was sharing with you. Here it is. Here's the screen. So the screen with John Maxwell, and I'll bring it over to there, and you can see here. By the way, I have paid for the app because I really love the app.
Right.
So do you see it on the screen, right?
Yes.
You see it? And you can make it smaller and bigger. You see, you can do everything with it. So you can actually pull it around, and once my payment gets through, actually that banner will disappear. So now I'm going to show you here. See my screen coming up?
Right. I see this.
I can even put on the camera. See, and I put here so you can look around the room. See? Hey, that's me.
Hey, that's amazing. That's
and what you can also do, you can do a kind of a periscope, because when I go to landscape, look what happens. There you go, landscape. And when I say do my camera, the front, and I put it here on my little stand, you see?
Exactly, amazing.
So you can do, and you can actually make this quite large if you want. You can just do that. See? And yeah, I'm doing so for everybody. This is a separate screen I am projecting this on. But yeah, that's what it is. And you can say hi to everybody, but you can have an extra camera that way. So it's possible if you do a presentation like I'm going to do right now. Where's it at here? My presentation. Here, my presentation's coming. So I'm switching the screen, to the presentation, which,
Mhm.
here it is. Not everything is as quick as I expect. There it is. Come on. Yeah, you notice that a computer can only do one thing at a time. So
Yeah.
now I can actually change the screen share over to the other screen, or what I could do is just leave that there. I can bring this screen over to there. See?
Yeah, right.
I could make it big there, and then I can make this one small. See?
Yeah.
And this is another way of people where, this is a flexible way of being able to have your own thing on camera here while doing a webinar, right?
Mm.
Interesting, eh?
Interesting, really.
Yeah. So we move next screen. Okay. For the sake of time, shall we do this next time? The power of faith?
Let's do it next time. It's already 6 minutes past 10, and I think an hour should be enough.
Exactly.
So we've covered so much today. So
we have.
Now you know how important backlinks are, how you build your backlinks. So we've touched this a little bit. You can research that. And once you've built backlinks, you can check them. What you can also do, if you're kind of the accountant person, so to say, you can take your sitemap for every new post that you're writing, and then you can write down where you've already dropped your backlinks. That will be something. At least then you have a knowledge where you've dropped your backlinks.
So you keep track of that in that spreadsheet. You keep track of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good. I'm going to stop sharing whatever I have here. Screen share. Can I don't even know if I'm sharing.
Right now you're not sharing. I can see you on the screen.
Okay. So the screen share dropped. So I am here. Okay. So yes, for everybody who is enjoying this now or later in time, no problem. If you're watch the replay. So get in touch with us. The easiest way is to find us on Facebook, but you can also find the information through the website, nohypeinternetmarketing.com, and you will, we'll make sure that you get real value out of this, and we'll be able to show you which way you can take your passion, your talent, your skills, whichever you have, start spending some hours a day on changing your life and learning how to use the value that you have and make it available to others. And we learn that based on the law of attraction and the law of gratitude, that if you give things, then it will come back to you. It will somehow, the energy in this world, it's the yin and yang, will flow. Whatever you bring out positive will come back in multifold positive to you. And that's the way. And we try to give you the real, truthful information about how this business can be run, internet marketing, and not any way to try and trick you. So you can be sure that you're safe with us. Okay,
so we're really honest people, honest persons. We are struggling, we're stumbling, we're finding solutions. We'll never give up. And as you could see, we have improved quite a lot. And well, I'm looking forward to coming weekend because there's the Generation Hero event coming up from Empower Network. And when you still want to have tickets, get in touch with us quickly, because at midnight today the price will rise if there's still possible tickets. So that's something that will come up, and it will be fascinating, and they will create quite a lot of attraction at that point in time. So that will be something where we're definitely talking about next week.
We will. Okay. Well, thank you so much, Simone.
Thank you, Marcel, for showing the stuff that you could do with this app. This is amazing. I think in the end we can definitely free ourselves from the laptop. We don't have a business from the laptop, but from the mobile phone in the end.
Exactly.
And I'm very grateful and thankful that we live in these times and that we can actually use the technology. It takes work. It takes the willingness to learn. And it takes also the fact that you say, well, times have changed and we have to adjust to it. That's my perspective. I have to adjust. Change is always there, and I have to change as well.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. With the ability of using this way of showing the app on the screen, we can also now give people some training about the apps that we have running on our phone, and to see
exactly
how are we using those. Yep. So
exactly, that's amazing.
Okay, good. Right, let's say have a good night.
Yes.
And to everybody, thank you so much. It's been fun doing it together again, and looking forward to our next webinar.
Okay, and bye from Hamburg.
Yeah, bye from Orlando. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.